Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I'm still face down. I'm riding in my truck. Got my trusty chauffeur at the helm. White knuckles. Anyway, nothing to talk about. Heading up to Chiang Rai to take care of a few things and then hit Makro. And that's really about it. It's a beautiful day. I slept good. Didn't sleep much, but I slept solid. I ended a movie about 4:30 on Netflix, and then at about 5 I crashed, and then woke up at 8, and here we are, 9:30, headed north. It's Tuesday, I believe the 24th, but it doesn't matter. You know, it's daytime in the land of smiles. I'm looking forward to my third follow-up post-op retinal surgery on the 29th. Things are looking pretty good. The nitrogen bubble that I've spoken about is getting quite small. I say a lot, and anyway, and so I apologize. I use those words instead of curse words. I'm trying to stop swearing as much as I do. Anyhow, yeah, traffic looks clear. I'm not supposed to be looking up, but I can look up a little bit, okay, and not get slapped by my eye surgeon, because she watches my videos. Probably to keep me in line, not for entertainment purposes, because I tell you, this has got to be boring for you guys. But anyway, I'm putting it up because I just want to put something up. And when I get to Makro, I'll probably make some short portrait mode clips, you know, just because. But anyway, like I said, we're only 5 minutes into the ride, so you got a ways to go if you're going to listen to all of this. No, I'm not going to talk that long, but yeah, it's been a pertaining to the eye, the retinal detachment and the injury and all that stuff. I've mentioned it before, but you may not have heard, you know, for whatever reason, but it was seriously detached. I mean, I butchered it. And the surgeon said, in perfect English, frankly, she says, I am surprised you're not blind right now. When I was sitting in front of her, finally sitting in front of her in her office. And then she did her exam, you know, where you have normal dilation, the bright light, look this way, look that way, zooming in, zooming out. She said, I'm really surprised you're not blind right now. And then she said, a lot of your detached retina is not viable, is dead. And very little is viable. And her job, of course, was to reattach that or replant, as she said. She said plant it, like she's planting a bush or a shrub or a tree or something, and hope that the roots catch. Well, they've caught. I'm not, as for the healing part of it, I'm not 100%, and it's going to take a while to do an exam and say, okay, it's 100%. It's one and the same. Your retina and the back of your eye. You guys can tell me what that is, because the name escapes me. But that has become one. Okay, meaning 100% healed that way. As for vision, pre-surgery, of course, she said the best I can hope for is 20% to the good. So it's not like, oh, you're healed and good to go, walk away. No, I still have 80% vision loss in my right eye, and which sucks. I mean, she was like almost enthusiastic. Yo, I think we can get 20% out of it. And I'm thinking, holy shit. Anyway, I've probably said this before, but I'm saying it again. But slept pretty good last night, like I said. A very short time, but it was solid. Here I am looking up again. Gotta keep face down. So, yeah, we're almost to maybe 10 minutes from where you would take the exit to the White Temple. Give you an idea where I'm at in the world. Yeah. Had a good chat with my son via phone call, not a line call, but a phone call. And of course, I talk to my sisters pretty regularly. They're doing fine. I've got a wedding coming up in the States. My nephew's son, my oldest nephew, my oldest sister's son, she has 2 children, a daughter and a son, and he's the second born in her clan, right? And so he's my nephew and his son, so that would be my great nephew. He's getting married, so in Maine, and I'm looking forward to. I've never been to Maine, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, that's especially the lobster. Not necessarily the people, but the lobster. Priorities, everyone. You got to set your priorities. No, I love any kind of seafood, and shellfish, and crustaceans, and that kind of thing. And I feel bad for some of my friends that can't eat any kind of thing like that, any shellfish or shrimp, things like that. And I'm like, man, that's gotta suck, because I mean I was raised on beef, right? Beef is what's for dinner, you know what I mean? And I mean, I ate beef a lot during the week. 2 or 3 times minimum was eating beef, when I should have been eating chicken, which is more lean, and pork, the other white meat, as they would say back in my day, things like that, and more seafood. But I ate a lot of beef, and then I come here and I'm not too fond of Thai beef. Now, they've come along, and there's some good, really nice looking Buddha over here on the left that we just passed, but I'm not going to turn the camera, because it'll end up going upside down or sideways or whatever. Anyhow, come to Thailand, and the beef isn't to my liking. Not saying that there isn't some good Thai raised beef, but I'm just accustomed to what I would get in the United States, and I don't want to say fond of it, but I enjoy it much more. But our brothers in Australia and New Zealand produce some very fine beef, and I've been accustomed to it. I've become accustomed to it, and I really like it. And they obviously ship it over. It's already packaged. It's not like the United States tries to fool you. Product of USA, it will say on the package. But that cattle could have come off a cargo ship from Brazil, and once it sets foot in the United States, unlike a human being, they don't need a visa. They're an instant citizen. Okay? Hitting a constructions part here, so bumpy. And of course, the chauffeur is fucking hitting every fucking pothole. Anyway, back to reality. Apologies for the curse words. Anyway, but in America, they ship that beef live from Argentina, Brazil, Australia even. Numerous other countries. And they herd them off the ship, and then they're American. So when you see your packaged beef at the grocery store and it says product of USA, what USA, right? You don't know. So I buy from people I've vetted, companies that I know who they get their beef from, local, things like that. You may pay a little more, but you know what you're getting. And imagine being stuffed on an airplane, standing room only, like just sardine tight, with no oil or spring water, just stuffed, packed in there tight, traveling across the ocean. That bump was unavoidable. And then getting herded off, if you're alive, right? I mean, they take care of them. Don't get me wrong. They feed them and make sure they're well hydrated and all that kind of stuff. And they're not cooking. They have air going and stuff. But still, things happen. But it's not American. But anyway, I become accustomed to Aussie beef now. I've transitioned, or whatever you want to call it. Now, when I go back to the States, that I don't call home. A lot of people say, "Yeah, I'm going home to the States." I'm home now. When I visit the States, I obviously get me some beef, because I eat a lot of chicken here and pork and seafood. So, but very little beef. I mean, I got some Wagyu from one of the numerous distributors in Thailand that bring in Australian or New Zealand beef, and they get it already crowd packed from their source country, and then they will take it and make certain cuts out of it, and then flash freeze it, individually package each steak or each cut, and flash freeze it, and then sell it to the consumer. So I've had some pretty good Australian Wagyu beef. I forget what number, there's a numbering scale on how much fat is contained in it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I've been completely satisfied with the beef I've purchased. Excuse me. But I still got like a whole bunch in my freezer because I'm still preferring chicken and pork. Pretty funny. But anyway, I babbled enough for now. It's just a chat. I wanted to talk, so I spoke. One cut video, right? Easy peasy. So I'll give you updates on the eye more later. And then as soon as I'm able, as soon as my doctor releases me to fly and do more physical therapy, more aggressive physical therapy on my shoulder, and able to walk at more than a snail's pace with my face down, I'll be taking some real video and putting it up, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. But police check here. That wasn't a policeman on a barrel either. It was a real policeman. If you know, you know. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later, man. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.